think keep it light and airy. Just get to know someone. So books, movies, pop culture, anything like that, I think is perfect.
Pop culture. Okay, you keep it light. Okay, we're gonna find. Oh, wait, Dave, what do you think?
I'd say career aspirations. I mean, this is a first date. We want to start things off on the right foot. I really want to get to know somebody deeply. Let's talk about career and where we're headed and what we want. Or we can talk about what we learned on the Tyra show.
All right, we're gonna find out this scientific best conversation on a first date. So why do you want us to talk about pop culture and not literature?
Well, we're shaped both by evolution and by our cultures, but evolution works really slowly and culture changes really quickly. So we live in this great post-feminist world where women can be ambitious and well-educated and successful, but the evolutionary side of ourselves hasn't caught up. So a lot of men, when they're with women who are more ambitious than they are or make more money than they do or smarter than they are, that's intimidating to them. They're turned off by that. They're afraid to date those kind of women.
So you want us to sound stupid? A little bit.
I would say you want to underplay your intelligence up, play up his intelligence.
Wow. So when you say, oh my God, have you totally been to Britney Spears' new concert? Oh my God, she totally comes out of the sky and does a backflip.
It's okay to be intelligent, but you just don't want to make the man feel threatened in his own intelligence.
Got it. So ask questions, ask him stuff about himself.
That's right.
And then when he says something, you go, oh my God, that is so smart.
That's right.
You're so smart. Okay, we're gonna move on to what you should do after your date. Check this out.
Where should our couple go after lunch? Out for coffee? Have a drink? Or take a walk?
The whole audience is saying take a walk. Out for coffee, have a drink. Walks. Walking where? Walking back to his house? What are you talking about? Okay, Hasim, what do you think?
I'm a grown man, so we're gonna be going for drinks, you know what I'm saying? And after that, go back to my place. So we need to get sexy with it, man. It's 2009. Come on, I ain't trying to.
So you have bought her some pizza, and then you want her to go back to your house?
Exactly. Yeah. So we get to know each other more in an intimate setting. You see
Okay,
what I'm saying?
Nirvana.
No, I'm a lightweight drinker. After the second glass of wine, I'm like,
That's what he wants you to be.
Yeah, exactly. So no, first date, no drinking, keep it light. You can go for a walk, but I say go for coffee. Continue the conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like Starbucks kind of thing?
Starbucks, yeah, or just you can order coffee at that dinner.
Okay.
If they have something good on the menu.
So let's see scientifically what's the best, coffee or walk, or what was the other one? Or drinks.
Drinks.
I'm not agreeing with science.
Okay. Why the walk?
We should do a walk or something even more active and exciting like rollerblading or something, because it turns out our brains don't do a very good job of, not if you've had the drinks, obviously. Our brains don't do a very good job of differentiating different kinds of arousal. So they've done studies where they put men in really stressful situations, and then they put them in front of attractive women and say, how attracted are you to this woman? And they're much more attracted than men who haven't gone through those stressful situations, because once your adrenaline's pumping, your heart's racing, your body gets confused. You don't realize that you're that way because of the stressful situation. You get in front of this woman, you go, wow, I'm really turned on by this woman.
So stressful situation meaning rollerblading?
Well, anything I think that adds a little excitement, even a hint of danger, obviously in a safe environment.
Danger, like bungee jumping or something?
Fantastic, exactly.
Are you serious?
Something very exciting. Well, to give you some idea of how extreme this is, so one of the studies, they actually had men pretend to be tortured. Right, this is not what I'd recommend. That's a high-stress dating technique. But they had men pretend to be tortured and then ask them how attracted they were to the woman who was torturing them. Right, this is the woman who's actually doing the torture. Off the charts, much more than the men who were just introduced to the women.
Oh, I know that.
Women always torture.
So does that mean that they want you to put on leather and like beat them, or does that mean that they want you to play games and like they want to chase the woman?
Not necessarily games. I think it was that can be a form of torture, but I think what I'm talking about more is the sense that you do something where you feel a little bit of a bodily excitement, whether it's like even going for a swing in the park, if you can get the heart racing a little bit, even that sort of thing, and then that rubs off a little bit on the person you're with, where you look at them and you go, wow, they're really making my heart beat fast, even though it's the swing.
Oh, I got it. So get his heart rate up, and not with sex, girls.
That's right.
Not with sex. Other ways. Get him excited about you. We'll be right back.
Up next, it's the end of the date. Should our couple hug, shake hands, or kiss?
I should warn you, the two of you may now fall in love, so...
What the hell?
And later,
Look at this. This is ridiculous.
I don't want to fold the damn laundry.
That's not called a tantrum. It's called a mantrum. Okay, so far we've learned the scientific reasons why we should shake hands, go to a romantic restaurant, not Pizza Hasim, why a woman should order steak, and why we should talk about pop culture and not sound too smart, and after the date, why we should take a walk, all right, on first dates. So now we're going to move on to everyone's first date dilemma. What movie should we see? Because everybody goes to movies, which I don't understand. On a first date, you can't talk while you go into movies anyway, because you can't talk while the movie's going on. But anyway, if you do go onto a movie, which most people do go to, what type of movie should you see?
what's the best choice for a first date movie? Horror? Comedy? Or a chick flick?
Chick flicks? I'm hearing a lot of comedy. A lot of comedy. Rob, what do you think?
I would make her see the horror flick just so that when she gets scared, she can nuzzle up against me. We could escalate physically. Because I want to kiss at the end of the night, you know?
Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see the whole, because I don't like horror, but if I really liked the guy, I might be like, okay, we can see Saw 57. I might do that if I really liked him. Elizabeth, what do you think?
I'm the opposite. I hate horror films, and I would just be closing my eyes the whole time. I wouldn't have anything to talk about after the date, but I'm a chick flick girl all the way.
Chick
I would
flick.
love that.
Okay, what does science say the best movie choice is? Comedy. Okay, so we know, like, just instinctually, most of you guys said comedy, but what's the science reason?
Well, you're going to associate whatever you feel coming out of that movie with the person you're with. So you go to a comedy, you're laughing, and you're in a great mood. You're going to associate that with the date, the person you're on the date with. So that's why you want to go there.
Oh, so if it's horror and Jason's going, you're thinking this guy's going to be a stalker.
That's right. He's like, I want to walk you home. You're like, I don't think so.
Got it. Okay. Okay, our final first date scenario is when everyone stresses out over, how do you say goodbye? You know what I mean.
It's the end of the date.
I really had a good time tonight.
Yeah, me too. It was wonderful.
Should our couple hug, shake hands, or kiss?
What do you think? David, what do you think?
Well, I mean, I think I'm a good kisser. I expect a kiss, and I feel like I would lead up to a kiss very genuinely.
What type of kiss? A kiss on the cheek, a lip kiss, or a tongue kiss?
That depends on the moment, but, you know, we're shooting for a tongue kiss. I mean...
Shooting for a tongue kiss, Alyssa?
Sorry, David, we're not going to have a good first date. I'm going to go with a hug because you have to make them work for a little
I cut you out of running along.
I'm into the hug, too. I had this one boyfriend call me the exorcist because I would hug him, you know, good night, and I'd go, see you later. They call me the exorcist. So what's the right thing scientifically, let's see, to end the date? Exorcist works. Why does that scientifically work?
Well, not only the hug, but according to the studies, it needs to be at least a 20-second hug. So you have to play this carefully. You have to make sure that...
That's a long hug.
Well, what happens after 20 seconds is the brain releases something called oxytocin, and that increases feelings of trust, which is obviously wonderful if you're trying to build a relationship with that person.
How the hell do you hug somebody for 20 seconds and not kiss them?
I know.
That's all they get on the first date.
How do you do that?
Don't.
Yeah, it's a long
Count this for me, guys. Count it.
That's a long hug. Oh, my guy friends are going to be so jealous.
What the hell? That is long.
I should warn you, the two of you may now fall in love, so...
That is too damn long. What are you doing? Maybe you're like rubbing and like caressing and like
saying goodnight.
Wait, they've also found actually that extended eye contact can have a dramatic effect. They did a study and they found that strangers who had long-term eye contact, this is a long time, like 4-minute eye contact, some of them are so moved by it that they actually ended up falling in love and getting married.
Oh my.